Hello friends, after completing first lesson of science, that is what the body is made of, let me go to next chapter number 2, and that is transport and excretion. Now what is transport? Already we know that transport means bringing things to another place with the means of some objects. For example, if goods are produced in a factory and if those goods are supplied to the person who is in need of those things, we use buses, lorries, trains, aeroplanes, etc. and those are called means of transport. So through means of transport, goods are transported from one place to another. Here in our body also same thing happens. Blood, it carries some products, some food products, some energies, air to one place to another place of our body. Still one example let me give you. In our home, food is produced in the kitchen and we sit on dining table to eat the food. Now mother carries the food from the kitchen and she brings to dining table. So mother here is means of transport. Mother brings or auntie brings or yourself you bring, then we people are called means of transport. Here food is transported from kitchen to dining table. Now such process is also going in our body. This is called transport. Now what is excretion? Excretion means throwing waste products out of our body. As in our home we clean our home, then we sweep our home, we find waste products. What we do? We get rid of those waste products out of our home. Similarly, in our body, after using the food what we ate, the air we got, the water we drank, some waste products we find in our body. Even our body get rid of those waste products, and that process is called excretion. Now, for transport and excretion, we have two organ systems, and those two organ systems are called circulatory system and excretory system. Now let me learn them in detail. So what our lesson says, you know that blood transports or carries things around the body. It carries food and oxygen to different parts of the body and carries carbon dioxide to the lungs. It also collects waste from all over the body and carries it to the organs called the kidneys. Let us see how blood flows around the body and how the kidneys work. Now here we know that blood, it transports or carries things around the body. It carries food and oxygen to different parts of our body, and also it carries carbon dioxide, that is a waste product, to the lungs. It also collects waste from all over the body and it carries it to the kidneys. Then how this kidney is working in our body, how these blood vessels are working in our body, let me learn one by one. So here, first let me learn about the circulatory system. So what it says, the circulatory system is formed by heart and blood vessel. So here we have two organs. Circulatory system. In this system, we have two different organs. One is heart and another one is blood vessels. So first let me learn about heart. The circulatory system is formed by the heart and blood vessels. It helps carry blood and thus helps transport things around the body. So circulatory system, how it helps us? It helps us to transport things around our body. Now let me go to heart. The heart is tucked between the lungs, inside the hollow formed by the bones of the chest. It tilts a little to the left. It is like a pouch, that is like a bag with thick walls which are made up of muscles. When the muscles contract, blood gets squeezed out of the heart, and when they relax, the heart fills up with blood. Here what is said about the heart? Heart is tucked between the lungs inside the hollow formed by the bones of the chest. Now, if this is our body, then here, these are our lungs. Here, between the hollow part of lungs, our heart is situated and it is tilted left to the lungs. Now it is like a pouch. That is, pouch means it is like a bag with thick walls. It has very thick walls which are made up of muscles. So our heart, it is made up of thick walls of muscles. And when those muscles contract, the pure blood, it goes out of the heart. And when it relaxes, the impure blood again goes into the heart. Now in figure 1, here in figure 1, you can see the heart is situated between the lungs. Now let me go to the second part, that is blood vessels. Here blood vessels, we have two types of blood vessels. One is arteries and second one is veins. So let me read about the blood vessels. There are two types of blood vessels in our body. Arteries are the vessels that carry blood from the heart to the rest of the body. Veins are the vessels that carry blood from different parts of the body to the heart. Now here, already we learned that blood vessels we have two types. One is arteries, another one is veins. So here, what artery does? Artery carries blood from the heart and it carries blood to the remaining parts of the body. And veins, it collects all waste products and it carries impure blood from all the parts of the body to the heart. Now arteries are in red color and veins, they are bluish color. Now why arteries are in red color? Arteries carry oxygenated blood and bluish veins, they are bluish in color. Why they are bluish in color? They carry deoxygenated blood. Now what is oxygenated blood? The blood which contains oxygen. It means it is pure blood. And deoxygenated blood means it has a carbon dioxide in blood. So here veins, they carry impure blood. Now here in second figure, you can see the heart with arteries and veins. You can find veins are in blue color, bluish color, and arteries are red in color. Now let me read again. There are two types of blood vessels in our body. Arteries are vessels that carry blood from the heart to the rest of the body. Veins are the vessels that carry blood from different parts of the body to the heart. The bluish lines you see under the skin are veins. Arteries lie deeper, so you cannot see them except at some places. One such place is inside of our breast. Now what it says? The arteries, they are bluish in color. Under the skin, somewhere on our body, we can see those greenish or bluish lines. They are the veins. But arteries, they are very deeper, so we can't see them. But in some places near our breast, we find arteries. Now figure 3. Here in figure 3, you can find so many arteries and veins in our body. They are the blood vessels. Blood vessels, nothing but they are the very tiny tubes as we have water pipes in our home. So they are very thin tube-like pipes. They carry blood from different parts of the body. Now next topic, how blood flows. Now how blood is transported in our body. Let us learn. How blood flows. The blood carried by the veins to the heart has carbon dioxide collected from all over the body. The heart pumps it into the lungs. In the lungs, the blood loses carbon dioxide and picks up oxygen. Oxygenated blood or blood loaded with oxygen then returns to the heart from the lungs. The heart pumps this blood into the arteries, which carries it to the every part of the blood. The oxygen in the blood is used up to produce energy. Then the deoxygenated blood or oxygen-less blood returns to the heart through the veins. It carries carbon dioxide and water vapor from every part of the body. Now here, let me explain how blood flows in our body. Now here it is told that veins carry deoxygenated blood. So here deoxygenated blood is carried by the veins to the heart. Heart sends this deoxygenated blood to lungs. So here deoxygenated blood from heart, it goes to lungs. In lungs, this blood is purified and carbon dioxide is generated. Carbon dioxide we can write as CO2 and oxygen is separated from the impure blood. Now this oxygenated blood with the oxygen, this pure blood, that is oxygenated blood, again from lungs go to the heart. Now this heart through the arteries, it sends to different parts of the body. Again here blood is impure and again here carbon dioxide is mixed and it becomes deoxygenated blood. Let me explain again. Deoxygenated or impure blood is carried through veins to the heart. Heart again pumps it to the lungs. Same impure blood, through the heart it goes to lungs. In lungs, this impure blood is pured and carbon dioxide is generated, is removed from the blood. Now from here we get pure blood, that is oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood from the lungs again goes to the heart. Now from heart through the arteries carry pure blood. Through the arteries again pure blood go to the remaining parts of the body, and remaining parts of our body again they work together, they produce energy and everything, and again that blood converts to the impure, again carbon dioxide is generated and it becomes deoxygenated blood. Thus understood how blood is purified and again it rotates in our body. It is in figure 4. Figure 4 here you can see the cycle of the blood, how it is circulated and how it flows, how it is transported in our body. Now let me learn about heartbeat. Whenever we go to doctor first checks our heartbeats, or sometime even in playing we check our heart, we check our heartbeats, we check our heartbeats of our friends. So how heartbeats are created? Now here, every time the heart contracts and squeezes, our blood squeezes out blood into the arteries, there is a sound. So here, whenever our heart contracts or squeezes, the blood comes out and it flows through the arteries. Then there is one sound. This is followed by a softer sound. When again heart relaxes, then we find a smaller sound, very softer sound, as blood fills up the heart. So here, when pure blood goes out of the heart through the arteries, we find one sound. Again, when heart relaxes, we find one softer sound. It means the heart is again filled by the blood. Now this is sound, hard sound and soft sound, both together, dhak dhak, dhak dhak, dhak dhak. This is called heartbeat. We call these two sounds together as a heartbeat. The heart beats about 70 to 80 times in a minute. See here, this is very strange. In one single minute, our heartbeat, it counts 70 to 80 times. Means our heart, it beats 70 to 80 times in one single minute. Doctor uses stethoscope to listen our heartbeat. Whenever we go to doctor, what he do? He uses one instrument. It is called stethoscope. It is used to measure our heartbeats. Now that stethoscope, here you can see in figure 5. Now this is totally a circulatory system. This is the transport of pure blood and impure blood throughout our body. Now next part is, it is the excretory system. Now excretory system means it is the process of getting rid of waste from the body. Many organs help us get rid of waste. Our next topic, excretory system. Now, how waste is produced here? Now, before producing waste, what we are intaking in our body, that let we learn. Say here, first thing, we take air. When air is used in body, carbon dioxide is produced. Then second, we use water. When water is produced, when water is used in body, then here water vapor is produced and urine is produced. Then when food is intaken, when we take food is used in the body, energy is extracted from the food, then whatever waste is produced, it is in the form of stool. Now here the lungs help us to throw out carbon dioxide and water vapor. Now carbon dioxide is thrown out from our body with the help of lungs. Then water, the waste of water is removed through the sweat, through the skin. Then urine is thrown out from our body through kidney, and stool is removed out of our body, that is a waste product remaining in our body formed from food. So this stool is removed out of our body through the large intestine. Now check here, 4 different organs are helping us to throw out the waste products of our body. When we take air, after taking oxygen from the air, carbon dioxide is released. Carbon dioxide is a waste product and it is removed with the help of lungs. We drink water. Water is used in our body for digestion purpose. Then water vapors are removed. Urine is a waste product. These two are again thrown out from the body. So water vapor in the form of sweat is removed through the skin. Then urine is thrown out with the help of kidneys from our body. Then we take food. After digestion of food, some waste products are removed which is not necessary for our body, are thrown out with the help of large intestine. Now here, though many organs help us get rid of waste from our body, we generally think of the kidneys when we speak of the excretory system. The kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra make up the excretory system. Now here in this chapter, when we are learning about excretory system, the important part is kidney. So here let me learn about the kidney. So the kidneys are 2 bean-shaped organs. So here in our body we have 2 kidneys and those shape are bean-shaped organs. So 2 kidneys are of bean-shaped. So this is the shape of kidneys. The kidneys are 2 bean-shaped organs. They lie behind the stomach and liver in the lower back area. So where they are situated? They are situated behind the stomach and liver and in the lower back area. Blood carries waste from all over the body to the kidneys. There are many millions of tiny filters inside the kidneys. Now here inside the kidneys we have a very small, very tiny filters. When impure blood throughout the body is carried to the kidneys, these strains out waste from the blood. Now here we have a strains. They carry out waste products from the blood. Means blood is strained here. As we strain tea at our home, tea is prepared. Then what we do? We take a strainer and then we strain the tea and pure tea we get in our cup. So similarly here in kidney, here we have a strainers. When blood goes to the kidneys through the veins, then those bloods are strained here. The way we strain out tea leaves from the tea. Now blood vessels carry clean blood from the kidneys. Now blood vessels, what they do? They carry clean blood from the kidneys and the waste mixed with the water collects in the kidneys in the form of urine. Now whatever waste is remained in the kidney, it collects in the kidney in the form of urine. Now how that urine is thrown out from the body, that let me learn. So here let me learn about the urinary bladder. Next topic is urinary bladder. Now where this urinary bladder is situated, how it collects urine from the kidney and how it is thrown out of the body, let me learn by picture. Now here 2 tubes called ureter carry urine from the kidneys to a pouch like organ. Now here we have 2 tubes and they are connected to one single pouch. These are ureters, and this is urinary bladder. Now here the waste product collected in kidneys through the ureters are flowed to the urinary bladder. When the bladder becomes full, now when this urinary bladder it is full, it gives intimation to brain, and then we feel urge to pass urine. So here urine leaves the body through an opening called urethra. Now this part is called urethra. So again here the waste impure blood comes to kidney. In kidney we have a strainers, very tiny strainers. Waste products are strained here and waste products remain in the kidney. Through the ureter, those waste products go to, in the form of urine, goes to the urinary bladder. When urinary bladder is full, it gives intimation to brain, and brain tells us that go to washroom and empty the bladder. Now through a open mouth, urethra, urine is passed from the body. Now in figure 6, you can see two kidneys, they are being shaped. Even you can find a ureter, you can find a urinary bladder, and you can find urethra. Then last figure 7, you can find how the kidneys are situated in stomach behind the liver. Now this is the lesson about transport and excretion. So here what we learnt 4 different types of organ system. First lesson we learnt about digestive system, then we learnt about respiratory system. In this chapter we learnt about circulatory system and we learnt excretory system. From this what we have learned that eat healthy food, drink more water, breathe pure air. So it helps our circulatory system and excretory system to carry out good work in our body. Thank you, children.